What's up guys, Shane aka Musty Yeti here. Today's video is one that is long overdue. I've had a ton of you guys message me on YouTube asking me to do a final video of my custom Glock 23. Now if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen an absolute crap ton of this pistol, but for those of you on YouTube, you really haven't seen this yet. I know you guys can't really see this with my dark shirt here, so let's go ahead and turn the camera around, get this nice blue background behind it, and I can talk about all the work I had done to this thing. Alright guys, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and safety check this pistol because in the process of showing you everything, I'm probably going to have my hand over the front of the barrel. So what we're going to do here is we're going to eject the magazine. We're going to lock it back, inspect the barrel, the chamber, everything, we're clear there. I'm even going to wrap it a few times to be safe. Pull the trigger in a safe direction. It's locked back. We know we're safe and we're good to go. And there's nothing in the magazine, as you can see. So we're all safe there. Let's get this thing centered up and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Alright guys, let's start with the frame. I did send my Glock frame off to Chris over at Lightfighter Innovations, and he knocked this thing out of the park. If you guys are like me, you're really nervous about getting your pistol stippled, but let me tell you guys, once you have it done, you're not going to look back. You're going to want to have all your pistols stippled. Chris, like I said, was a great guy to deal with. I'm a little bit of a Photoshop nerd, so I probably went above and beyond the average customer, where I was constantly sending him pictures of my Glock, where I'd Photoshop stipple work in and all the framework and stuff, just so he could see what I was thinking, because I'm anal that way. I want to make sure I get what I want. And he put up with me over the, picture after picture of change after change, and he put up with me and finally got it to where I was happy, and this is the end product. And like I said, he did a great job. I'll roll in some footage so you guys can see it, but he fit in an absolute crap ton of dots here. Now I wouldn't say this is super aggressive, but it's not light either. You grab it, it just feels comfortable in your hand. So everything he did here, he went in and stippled both sides of the pistol grip. He also did the back strap. He did grind down the finger grooves ever so slightly, so they're still there. They're prominent, but they're not as prominent as they were before. Stippled the front. He did this undercut here, another cut as well here, and he did stipple down here, and he stippled in front of the trigger guard, and also up here toward the front of the frame, and that's on both sides. So as you can see, we had a lot done. It's definitely at a reasonable price point. So if you guys are curious about Lightfighter Innovations and the work he does, go check out his Facebook page, his Instagram, so you can see what he's about, and definitely message him if you're interested, because he can definitely do it at a price point that anybody can afford. Alright, let's move on to the slide next, guys. As you can see, this thing is completely different looking. Doug over at DP Custom Works, just like Chris, was a great guy to deal with. I annoyed him again with numerous emails of me photoshopping different slide serrations and cuts and whatnot, and he put up with me through the whole thing until we found out something that I think really works well. So let's start off with, we have front serrations cut here. That's on both sides, obviously. On top of that, we have a lightning cut on both the left and right side of the slide, and I did include his logo. Now, that's something you don't have to do, but I'm a fan of giving people credit where it's deserved. Doug does amazing work, and I wanted to make sure that when people saw this pistol, they know it was him. So we have lightning cuts with his logo on both sides. We also have top slide serrations, and now with these serrations, guys, I can pretty much rack my slide anywhere I absolutely have to. I can do it from the front, the back, the top, and I can even use the RMR up here. So going on, we also, most Glock slides here are pretty square, so I had him do a 45-degree cut down the entire length of the pistol. He also installed the Trijicon suppressor night sights, because obviously he did mill the slide for a Trijicon RMR, so now I can use my backup sights in case my red dot goes down. And after that was all done, he did ship this off to Weapon Works LLC to have the paint job done. Now, at the time, I didn't want to go anything too outrageous. I just went with black. Now that I've seen some of their work and just some of the other pistols on the market, I really wish I would have had something different. So I'm thinking about sending this in to have it painted just something different so it stands out a little bit more. On top of that, I do have the Storm Lake 40-9 conversion barrel. That's something I always rock in here. I rarely shoot 40 through this. I bought this pistol with the intention of buying a conversion barrel and using it as a 9mm. I just wanted the option to shoot 49 whenever I wanted to. So that's why I went with the Glock 23. And I'm already getting the itch to customize this thing again. I saw online that Works Armament was selling some 10 Glock barrels. Yeah, I just think that looks really clean inside of a Glock. And for those of you who don't know, the 10 barrels are the ones that look gold. And the only way I'm going to go forward with that is if I can get a hold of Doug and see if he can cut completely through my slide, his logo, and then maybe some windows in between these serrations so that you can see that barrel through the slide. I don't want to spend the $250, $300, whatever it costs for the barrel, just to have, very little gold showing. If I'm going to do it, it's going to bling. So, like I said, guys, that about wraps up the pistol. I couldn't be more happy with this thing. I've shot it a ton, and I absolutely love it. For those who are curious, It does take some time to get used to the RMR. When I first got it, I just thought it was going to be really intuitive, that you could just pull it out, aim it, and pull the trigger, bang, and it'd be good to go. But it definitely takes some getting used to acquire that red dot. So if you're thinking you're going to pick up a pistol with an RMR or have yours done and just think it's going to be an easy, just like before, iron sights, pull it out and shoot, it's going to take some work. So bear with it. But again, guys, that about wraps it up. This is my final Glock 23, custom Glock 23. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I really appreciate you guys hit the like button. As usual, guys, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.